p.m. Jamie, can we get a roll call, please?
Of course. Yep. Tammy Ray.
I'm present from the city of Kalamazoo.
Thank you. Margaret Wilson. James Martin.
Present.
Megan Buwalda.
Present.
Amina Shakir. Candace Howell. Oh, Candace, you're on mute.
She's on mute.
Hi there.
Hi.
Now we hear.
Welcome. Tiffany Burns. Betsy Farner.
Present.
Chelsea Vire.
Present.
Margaret Wilson.
Present.
All right, Chris is here too.
It looks like, yep, Chris. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, looks like we do have a quorum. Are there any changes to the agenda? Okay, hearing none, can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
I approve I give a motion to approve the agenda.
Thank you, Betsy. Is there a second?
Chelsea,
I'll support it.
second.
I heard Chelsea with the second. Thank you. Are there any changes, additions, deletion to the August 26 minutes? Okay, hearing none, can I get a motion to approve?
Motion.
In a second?
I'll support it.
second.
Okay, I heard Tammy with the second. Thank you. Next up, we have citizen comment.
There are no citizen comments at this time.
Okay, thank you very much. We are going to do a couple things out of order on the new business, although we're not changing it. We're gonna go right to the application committee update. Jamie?
Sure. So we need to establish a meeting date for the application committee. And it looks like we are narrowed down to 2 dates, Wednesday, September 29 at 5:30 or Thursday, September 30. Chelsea, Margaret, and Jim are all here. Tiffany isn't. But do you guys prefer Wednesday or Thursday?
I would prefer Thursday.
Okay. Margaret or Chelsea, do you guys agree?
I can be flexible with Thursday.
Thursday works. Thursday works for me also.
Okay, alrighty. I will reach out to Tiffany and get that scheduled. I will send you guys a Zoom invite.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
terrific.
Thank you
And
so
just to remind everyone, the application committee's work is really important because they finalize the application before it goes out, and it is supposed to go out next month. So that committee is very crucial to our next few steps.
I know I've seen it, but I don't know that I have an actual copy of the application. Is that something, Jamie, that we can get a copy of before next week?
Yep, I'll look that up for you guys and make sure you guys have
Okay.
that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie. I see Antonio Mitchell is on the line now, so we'll go back to updates from city staff on the transition plan.
All right. Good evening, everyone. It
Hi,
looks like
Antonio.
everyone's having fun with electricity today. So thank you for waiting. So what's going to happen with the transition is that the posting for Vanessa's position went out this week. We'll be looking to hire someone in probably the next 60 days. One thing we're going to have interviews, of course, for that process, and want to ask that if the chair would, is she, yeah, Tammy is here. If the chair would want to be on the interview team, and another person from the CDAC board would be interested to be on the interview team. So I wanted to put that up upfront to this group to see if you were interested. If you're not, you don't, it's not required, not mandatory, but I think it would be good to have,
I'd be interested, but I don't have much experience. Maybe somebody else should do it.
okay. And a key also, before you say, anyone say yes, the interviews will be during work hours, 9 to 5 during that time period. It won't be after 5. So you would have to be available during the day if you participate. So one, Tammy, can you do it? Because if you can't, then I'll open up for 2 board members other than the chair to be involved.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm happy to participate.
Okay, we got 1. Any other board members? You don't have to. We can just have Tammy. I see
I think
hands and the peace
Candace.
sign.
Candace.
Candace. All right. So
I was just saying I'm here.
you here, or you interested in being on the interview team?
I'm interested because I think her position was very crucial. And yeah, I am interested in helping to make that selection.
Okay, that's great. So we'll document that and we'll reach out to you, or James reach out to you and start giving you ladies deals of that time frame and information. And I'll probably have a meeting with you ladies to go through the questionnaire and the process on how we do the interviews as well. So we do a little quick training as well. All right.
Yeah.
All right. What's happening with between that time is literally, you might as well say 3 people are filling in for Vanessa's position. Chris is filling in, I'm filling in, Sherilyn Parsons is filling in as well. She'll be probably at the next board meeting. She can make this one. Then of course, Jamie is doing what she does, which is keeping us all organized in this process. So hopefully, like I said, we'll have a good team of individuals that are interested in the position, and we'll have hopefully by December, no later than December, or the end of November, a new person stepping in at the end of the year going into next year. Any additional questions? All right. Well, thank you. If you have questions beyond this, you can always give me a call at the office. And if push comes to shove, if you haven't gotten my business card because we've not met in person, we'll make sure you have my cell as well. Jamie will get that to the board members, so you have my cell. You can always call me on my cell as well. Okay. All right. Thank you, Chair. Megan, you're on mute.
Megan?
Thanks, sorry. Next up, we have the CDAC public hearing for the 2020 CAPER. Chris?
Here. Hello. Okay. Yeah, this is the program year 2020 Consolidated Annual Performance Evaluation Report, also known as CAPER for short. And what it is just a review of the action plan that was in force between July 1st, 2020 up until June 30th of 2021. So it's just kind of an evaluation of the money that we drew down for activities during that period, and kind of during that period only. So you go next slide, Jamie. Let's see. Yeah, as far as this year or the past year, with the pandemic and everything, some of the numbers might be lower than we initially had anticipated, but that was the way it was. So there you go, next page. And yeah, so it's kind of the CAPER is actually just kind of an just an assessment of how we're reaching our strategic plan goals, which strategic plan is part of the 5-year plan. So actually this would be this CAPER is kind of review of year 2 of that 5-year plan. So You go next slide. And these are the goals that were in the consolidated plan. The goals are the same every year. You know, I mean, I guess I could change the next consolidated plan, but these are the goals for, you know, this 5-year period that we're in. So, all right, you can go to the next slide, Jamie. And, you know, these were the amounts that were given to us by HUD. You know, we've got, you know, kind of 2 pots of money, the CDBG program, and then the home program, which is for the housing projects. So, yeah, you can move to the next slide. And these are, you know, the programs, you know, that we had people that we had contracts with during that program year. The first one was New Horizon. Their contract, you know, we signed a contract with them back in December for two units at the name escapes me. Interfaith Homes.
Other Gardens.
Yeah. So they're rehabbing 2 units. They didn't really actually start until, you know, after this program year ended. So that's why it's still showing up as 0 for them on this one, but they should be done, you know, by the end of the year with those 2 units. Next one is KNHS. They had a down payment assistance contract. You know, they actually exceeded the number actually for this, what we expected them this year by 1. And that contract is now finished. Next one, homeowner housing rehabilitated. Those are the people that got assistance under, you know, senior services, community homeworks, and the KNH lead and roof programs. You know, the target was 133, but all told together, there was 86 homes under those 4 programs that we got done. And then at the bottom, KNHS had another contract with Home Funds for down payment assistance. And, you know, they were able to exceed that by 1 for the projected year. And that contract is done now too. So you can go to the next slide, Jamie. And we actually had 2 contracts this past year with the COC United Way, $20,000 a piece. So the total amount over the program year is $40,000. That was really for admin, and a lot of it they were using to support the homeless management. It's HMIS, so it's the homeless management system, which they use to you know, help keep track of the homeless you know, population here in Kalamazoo. And the next we had actually was Ministry of Communities. They had a small contract. They've actually, between you know, July of last year and June, they were actually had 579 meetings with homeless individuals. And, you know, they provide, you know, it could be anything from, you know, trying to help a person get, you know, some kind of ID, all the way up to, you know, finding them shelter and, you know, providing those types of services. And then in the homeless prevention on the bottom, that was, you know, COVID relief money. That was, you know, for HRI. They completed 10, you know, this past year, but, you know, this organization just is really have so much money that they got to spend down through other federal monies they've received for stuff like this, that we're actually going to have to probably be looking to do something else with this funding. So
Chris, are you saying that they got more funding than they needed? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they got like funding through other federal sources that they have to spend
Right.
quicker than our money.
Mm-hmm.
So, they were only able to do 10 so far with our funding. So, we're going to be looking to do something else under the CARES Act with that funding.
Okay. Do you know if they've completed that? Because it was the Knights Inn, wasn't it, on West Edge? Is that where they're going?
That
Yeah,
was
I
the
can
New Horizon.
chime
That
in.
was New Horizons.
That's
but,
New Horizon.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, different organization.
Sure.
In the
Got it.
case of HRI, I think is just to chime in real quick on that one for you, James. I think they got
Yeah.
around like $20 million from the feds.
Wow.
To assist in that process. So our money became, priority wise, they need to get that money out faster than our money, of course.
Sure.
So we got to make some adjustments.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
I have a
Okay.
question.
Sure.
Did they spend the 719,000 on those 10?
Oh, no. They've got,
Okay,
yeah, no, it was I don't know if it was even, $50,000 that they spent. So,
okay, all right, so I was
it was a very, very
There-
small amount that they spent.
yeah, there's some still left.
Yeah, there's a whole lot left.
Okay,
All right, you can go to the next slide, Jamie.
Chris, before we move on,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I tried to raise my hand, but
Oh,
I just have a quick question. Are we looking to reallocate those funding for another housing prevention efforts, or are we just going to use it for something different?
well, we have to use it for, CARES Act. So it would have to be kind of related to COVID in some sort of way. So, I don't know if you want to jump in on this.
Yeah.
Antonio.
So yeah, the answer, Tammy, is yes. We will be looking at using those monies a different way. We have to first work with HRI with the process of reallocating those dollars and also doing the things that's necessary with HUD to document that process as well. So we'll be looking into that, and we'll be able to give another report once that transaction occurs to CDAC and to the community on what's going to happen with those dollars.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. Another COVID CARES Act funding was for senior services, the Meals on Wheels. They expected to 4,000 under the program year. Last year they did 3,034. So yeah, probably this month or next month they'll definitely hit their 100% target. Public safety, that was funding for police officers. I believe it's 2 police officers that we hire through that program. And code enforcement, demolition, it was we expected 3, and we demolished 3 homes in that project year. And then code enforcement, blight prevention, those numbers just reflect how many individuals at times they've gone out to an individual home under the program. So yeah, you can move on to the next one unless there are any questions.
Chris,
yeah,
could I?
Yeah.
For the Meals on Wheels, is that 3,000 meals served or 3,000 individuals in the program? Jasmine, I'm in my meeting, honey. You gotta stop.
Oh, no, that's 3,000 meals. So, yeah. And here we have the Parks and Rec, their program, pretty much, probably started around January and, went through till like April. And, maybe due to COVID, I don't know, but, they only had, 22 students in the program this time around. Although they did do, like 700 units, teaching time. So, but yeah, so and I think that's it for that one. And go to the next one. And one more repairs. And I believe these are the pictures. So, senior services, here's a, one of the ramps that they've done for a home. And, stairs
Mm-hmm.
and,
Looks good.
yeah, for senior services, targeted under the program year was 40. They were able to do 34. So, it was a bit of a slower start last year, but they ramped it up. So, then this is community homeworks. So the rehabs they've done. And they were a bit lower on their targets, but with COVID going on, I think there was just a lot of people just were not reaching out. So, and go to the next one, and then this is the lead program, which we need people for, so get the word out again. So under the program, I mean, the original target has been 72. During that calendar year, we're able to complete 9, even though there's kind of like 21 in the system that were either being worked on, completed, or kind of in the application process. And this, as of January 30th, 2021. So. And here's some, I think we got some photos of down payment assistance. And we have neighborhood enhancement and the East Side. We do have a contract with the East Side Neighborhood Association. We have done some stuff under the contract, as buying the, we got the new sign, electricity to the sign, and we have like a new, I think we put up new light posts too. And the other half of the contract is for a facade improvement project for homes in the neighborhood. It's a max $4,500. You can to fix up the front of your home. At this point we're getting it off the ground, but the money we have set aside, we could probably do about 27 units, but it's still probably going to be, I think we're probably still 2 months away from really getting it off the ground. So, and this is homeless assistance. We got here. Under our strategic plan, we have targeted units about 125 a year. So what ministry with communities, with them meeting with 579 individuals, that went way over our target. So, but that probably as we get farther along in the strategic plan over the next couple of years, that might even so. Then COVID-19 projects. The Meals on Wheels. So, June 30th, we still had 966 meals to go. So, I think we're probably going to hit the target probably this month or next. So, and this is the United Way, the Small Business Health Protection Grant. Actually, this is a bit old. I think this is from probably February. And I went on the website and they haven't really updated since March, but this is probably pretty good considering, the project really went like gangbusters last winter. And then I think, as COVID started to recede, so the request for these grants. So, if you want to go to the next,
Before you go to the next one, real Chris, just to give the board, hopefully in December, we can give another updated report because I'm sorry to say COVID ramped back up again. There's additional need for providing some additional services for the business community to assist them in this process. So we've been working with United Way to ramp this back up again, to work with hopefully the chamber as well, to get the word out that we have pretty much up to $2,500 in grant dollars to assist with supplies, shielding, masks, cleaning supplies and things like that that can be covered to assist businesses with their COVID protection initiative. So if anyone's out there listening to this business-wise and you need some assistance or some dollars to assist to take out of, to take away from your budget and get some grant dollars, please contact United Way about this program and they'll be able to assist you.
Okay, and yeah, so far, with under the contract, it was 75 units, and so far it's been 46. Small business grants. And yes, this is the HRI, the 10 completed that we talked about earlier. And so I think you can go to the next one. So we already talked about that. Yeah, and this is the racial and ethnic composition of the individuals that were served under the programs that, other programs that we do collect that sort of data on. So, and so you can go to the next slide, Jamie. I think that's my contact information. If you guys ever, have any more questions about this or, anything, just give me a call or email me. And so that's pretty much how we spent a lot of the money over that past year. So thanks.
Stop. Thanks, Chris.
All right.
All right, thanks, everyone. Any comments or questions on the report? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to communications, member reports, and staff updates. Jamie?
Megan, I'm sorry. Did you want to make a recommendation on the
Yes.
paper?
Sorry. Do we need a motion for it or can we?
I believe we need a motion.
Okay. Can we get a motion from the committee to recommend that the city commission adapt the program year 2020 CAPER as presented?
So moved.
Thank you, Tammy. In a second.
I'll second.
Okay. We all set, Jamie? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Now, communications, members reports, and staff updates.
Before we move on, can I just ask a clarifying question? Because
Of course.
I might be wrong. I just want to make sure. Are we recommending the CAPER to the city, or are we opening the public hearing in advance of having the CAPER be accepted by the city commission? I thought we were opening the public hearing.
Oh, that's a good question. Jamie?
I think Antonio was nodding his head.
Yeah, that's why I was
Oh.
thinking the same thing too.
Yeah.
Is that it's just a public hearing. So I didn't think you had the vote either. It didn't.
So
it didn't.
just to clarify, we're motioning that the city open the public hearing on the 2020 CAPER. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Is that,
Can I get an updated motion for the city commission to open the public hearing for the program year 2020 CAPER?
I guess
So
I will, or if you want to do it, can you step back?
Sorry, what, Margaret?
I just was stepping back because I think Tammy was stepping up to
Oh, yeah. So support from a motion from Tammy. Margaret, do you have the second then?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, it passes unanimously. Now for communications, member reports, and staff updates.
Just one update pretty much the homeless management information system, the HMIS, that was on the agenda. We're going to, the plan is to put it back on the agenda next month, and hopefully have someone from United Way come and answer questions as well and talk about the HMIS system and how it works. I think it's important for the community to understand that process and what we're tracking, and that information, how it is helpful, because it's being paid for through this funding that you guys review on a regular basis. Right.
Great, thank you.
Yep.
Anything else?
Not from staff.
Okay. Do we have any citizen comments?
There are no citizen comments at this time.
Okay, thank you. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll move to adjourn.
I'll support.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, this meeting is adjourned at 6:04 p.m. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Megan.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.